Gordon Ramsay has eliminated over 300 chefs across 20 seasons of Hell's Kitchen.
Leave the jacket and get out! Get out!
Most got sent home for burning a steak or overcooking scallops.
Yeah, anything piping on. Ah, shit! Fuck! Ah, shit. Don't stop and look stupid like some...
But some mistakes were so disgusting, so dangerous, so absolutely inexcusable that Gordon couldn't even wait until elimination. Today, I'm counting down the 10 most unforgivable mistakes in Hell's Kitchen history. From wasting thousands of dollars to serving literal garbage, these chefs crossed lines that can't be uncrossed. And the number one mistake, it almost got someone arrested. Number 10, Tom's burnt duck disaster. In Season 2, Episode 4, Tom Pauly was running the meat station during dinner service. This was supposed to be his moment to prove he could handle the pressure.
All up to Tom on the meat station.
How long? 7 minutes, Chef.
7 minutes, why so long?
Gordon expected clean execution and proper timing.
Hello? What time did I call out the order?
An hour ago.
But Tom got his orders completely mixed up. He started cooking duck for a table that hadn't even ordered yet. When Gordon came over to check, the duck was charred black. Gordon pulled the burnt meat out of the pan and held it up for everyone to see. The entire kitchen went silent. Tom tried to explain himself, but he had no good answer. Therefore, Gordon lost all faith in Tom's ability to run a station. This wasn't just about one burnt duck, it showed Tom couldn't handle basic kitchen awareness. Gordon told Tom he was cooking like he'd never worked in a kitchen before. The rest of the team had to pick up his slack for the entire service. Tom's confidence was shattered, and his reputation in that kitchen never recovered. But burnt duck is nothing compared to what Melissa did with an entire station's worth of meat. Number 9, Melissa's massive meat waste. Season 8, Episode 5 was prom night, one of the biggest services of the season. Melissa Doney was responsible for the meat station, and she needed to time everything perfectly. Gordon was counting on her, but Melissa made a decision that would haunt her forever. Before appetizers were even finished, she started cooking filet mignons. Not just a few, 23 of them. By the time the appetizers went out, every single filet was overcooked and ruined. Gordon walked over to find a station full of wasted meat. Therefore, Melissa had just cost the kitchen thousands of dollars in premium beef.
We sent 3 tables of appetizers, and you're sticking all the beef in the oven.
Why the hell would you do that? I wouldn't even do that.
Do you want to go home? Why don't you make my life easier and just fuck off home?
In a real restaurant, this kind of waste would come out of your paycheck. Gordon was furious. This wasn't just bad cooking, it was bad business.
Chef, sometimes I just go stupid, but I'm better than this. I just have to show Chef Ramsay I have what it takes.
Melissa showed she didn't understand the most basic rule of kitchen management. Don't cook food before it's ordered. She was eliminated that same episode. While Melissa wasted expensive meat, this next chef wasted something even more valuable: Gordon's trust. Number 8, Brendan's lie about the base. During the second dinner service of Season 9, Brendan Heavey was working the fish station. He had a base that had been sitting for about 10 minutes, too long to serve. The right move? Throw it out and start fresh.
Start again! Firing a new batch now, Chef.
But when Gordon asked Brendan if he'd thrown out the old fish, Brendan looked him straight in the eye and lied. Yes, Chef, I threw it out.
Brendan?
Yes, Chef.
Is that the same bass?
No, Chef.
You didn't start a fresh one?
Yes, I did, Chef.
So where's the old one then?
Threw it away, Chef.
Show me.
Yeah. Chef, I can't find it.
Gordon didn't believe him. He walked over to the station and found the exact same base still sitting there. Therefore, Brendan had just committed the ultimate sin in Gordon's kitchen, lying directly to his face. In a professional kitchen, trust is everything. Once you break that trust, you're done. Gordon eliminated Brendan on the spot. Not after service, not at the elimination ceremony, right there in the middle of dinner service. Brendan didn't even get to finish the night. The message was clear: you can recover from a cooking mistake, but you can't recover from lying. If you think lying is bad, wait until you see what Miss did with perfectly good food. Number 7, Miss throws Wellingtons in the trash. Season 15, Episode 3. Miss Cummings was working the meat station during a packed dinner service.
Amanda, don't tell me to cut the shit if you're not fucking ready.
She had just finished cooking several beef Wellingtons, one of Gordon's signature dishes and one of the most expensive items on the menu. But Miss panicked. She thought the Wellingtons were overcooked, so she made a split-second decision. She grabbed them and threw them directly into the trash.
You put the Wellington in the trash. Hey, stop. All of you, come here.
Here's the problem. The Wellingtons were perfectly cooked. Miss had just thrown away hundreds of dollars of premium beef for absolutely no reason. Therefore, when Gordon found out, he was absolutely horrified. This wasn't just waste.
We put more food in the trash can than we have in the dining room.
It was panic-driven chaos that showed Miss couldn't handle the pressure.
Seriously, this is crazy. Never throw in the trash. I will tear into that meat caveman style, like argh.
Gordon made Miss explain herself in front of the entire kitchen. She had no good answer. In a real restaurant, throwing away perfectly good food like this would get you fired immediately. At least Miss threw away food that was still clean. This next chef tried to serve something much worse. Number 6, Antonia's untasted gumbo. The signature dish challenge is every chef's first impression. It's your chance to show Gordon what you're capable of. In Season 8, Episode 1, Antonia Borigman decided to make a Mardi Gras gumbo, a complex dish that requires perfect seasoning. But when Gordon asked Antonia about her dish, she admitted something shocking. She hadn't tasted it. Not once.
I know, chef.
Cooked perfectly, and it's in the trash. Cooked perfectly, it's in the trash.
She had no idea if it was good or not. Gordon couldn't believe what he was hearing. How do you serve a dish without tasting it? How do you know if it needs salt, spice, or anything? Therefore, when Gordon tasted the gumbo, it was exactly what you'd expect from an untasted dish. A complete disaster. The consistency was wrong, the flavor was off, everything about it was unedible. Gordon said he would have preferred to eat something worse than this gumbo. That's how bad it was. Antonia had just shown everyone that she didn't understand the most basic principle of cooking. Taste your food. While Antonia forgot to taste her food, Josh forgot how to follow basic orders. Number 5, Josh pre-cooks everything. Season 3, Episode 8. Josh Waller was on the appetizer station during dinner service. His job was simple: cook food when orders come in, not before, not after, when the ticket comes in. But Josh decided he knew better. He started cooking risotto before any orders came in. Gordon caught him immediately. Why is the risotto on? We haven't served anything yet. Josh had no good answer.
We've opened, we haven't served anything yet, and we've lost money.
Minutes later, Gordon caught him pre-cooking spaghetti, another cardinal sin. We don't cook spaghetti before the customer orders it. Therefore, Gordon was losing patience fast. Josh was wasting food, wasting time, and showing he didn't understand basic kitchen protocol. When Josh's risotto came back undercooked for the 3rd time, that was it. Gordon eliminated him before service even ended. Take that off and get out. Give me the jacket. You're a useless sack of shit. Get out.
Take that off and fuck off out of it. Get out!
Josh wasted food through incompetence, but this next chef wasted food through something much worse: rotten ingredients. Number 4, Joanna's rotten crab pasta. Same season as Josh, different episode. In Season 3, Episode 3, Joanna Dunn was working the pasta station during dinner service.
Because appetizers is my chance to lead.
She was making a crab pasta dish for a customer. Simple enough, right?
Quickly!
Okay.
Come on, taste it!
But the crab meat Joanna was using was rotten, spoiled. The smell was so bad that other chefs could smell it from across the kitchen. Gordon walked over and immediately smelled something wrong. He grabbed the pasta and brought it to his nose. The look on his face said everything. Therefore, Joanna had just tried to serve a customer food poisoning.
You'll kill someone!
This wasn't just a cooking mistake, this was a health code violation that could shut down a restaurant. Gordon forced Joanna off the station immediately. She tried to deny the smell, but everyone in the kitchen knew.
Hey, get off!
Joanna was eliminated that same episode for this unforgivable health violation. Rotten crab is disgusting, but at least it never made it to a customer. This next chef tried to serve something even worse. Number 3, Jen's spaghetti from the trash. Same episode, same dinner service. Jen Yamola was also working the pasta station. She had just thrown away some cooked spaghetti because it wasn't needed. Standard procedure, when you overcook pasta, you throw it out and start fresh. But a few minutes later, Jen realized she needed that pasta.
Let me just fucking get it. I'll get it.
So she made a decision that would become one of the most infamous moments in Hell's Kitchen history. She reached into the trash can and pulled out the spaghetti. Jen took the trash spaghetti to the sink and started washing it. She was actually planning to serve this to a customer. Garbage pasta, washed in a sink, served in Gordon Ramsay's kitchen. Therefore, if this pasta had made it to a customer, it could have caused serious illness. This wasn't just disgusting, it was dangerous. Fortunately, Julia caught her before the pasta made it to a plate. Julia immediately told Gordon what happened. Gordon was absolutely horrified. This was a health hazard that could have shut down the entire restaurant and gotten people seriously sick. And Jen tried to defend herself, but there's no defense for serving garbage. This moment became legendary for all the wrong reasons. Jen tried to serve trash pasta, but at least she was trying to feed people. This next chef created a dinner service so bad nobody got fed at all. Number 2, the worst dinner service ever. Season 12, Episode 4 is known as the worst dinner service in Hell's Kitchen history. Not because of one chef's mistake, but because of complete and total kitchen collapse. Gaurav Deer was on the risotto station, and what happened next was a masterclass in how not to run a kitchen.
Just for the record.
But from the very first ticket, everything went wrong. Gaurav couldn't get a single risotto right. Undercooked, overcooked, wrong consistency. Every attempt was a disaster. The risotto failure created a domino effect. Appetizers couldn't go out, so the meat station backed up. The fish station had nothing to do. The entire kitchen ground to a halt. Therefore, for the first time in Hell's Kitchen history, not a single complete dish was served. 0. Customers sat in the dining room for hours and left hungry.
This is the worst opening night in the history of Hell's Kitchen. Get out!
Yes, chef.
Jean-Philippe.
Yes, chef. I cannot stand the embarrassment any longer.
Shut it down.
Gordon had to shut down service completely. The team had failed so spectacularly that there was no point in continuing. Gordon called this the worst dinner service he had ever witnessed. Not just in Hell's Kitchen, in his entire career, the team had shown they couldn't execute even the most basic dishes. This wasn't just one unforgivable mistake, it was an entire service of unforgivable mistakes. Gaurav's risotto disaster became the symbol of complete kitchen failure. That service was a disaster, but at least nobody got hurt. This final mistake, it almost ended with someone in handcuffs. Number 1. Christina burns Gordon twice. Season 4, Episode 12, The Finals. Christina Machima was one of the final 2 chefs competing for the head chef position. The pressure was at its absolute peak. Every move mattered, every dish had to be perfect. Christina was making carrot puree, a simple side dish. She put the pot on the stove to keep it warm, but Christina made a critical safety mistake. She left the pot handle facing outward, directly over an open flame. When Gordon walked past the station, he grabbed the handle to move the pot. The handle was scorching hot. Gordon burned his hand.
Yeah, anything piping hot. Ah, shit. Fuck. Ah, shit. Don't stop and look stupid like some thick cow.
And Gordon immediately called Christina over and showed her the mistake. The handle is over the flame. You just burned me. He warned her sternly. This kind of carelessness could get her kicked out of the competition. Therefore, Christina should have learned her lesson. She should have been extra careful with every pot, every pan, every piece of equipment. But incredibly, just minutes later, Christina did it again. Same pot, same mistake, same handle over the flame. Gordon grabbed the handle a second time and burned himself again. Therefore, Gordon had now been burned twice by the same chef in the same service during the finals. This wasn't just a mistake, this was dangerous negligence. Gordon pulled Christina aside and gave her the most serious warning of the entire season. If you do that one more time, you're out. I don't care if this is the finals, you're done. In a professional kitchen, safety is everything. Burns, cuts, and injuries can end careers. Christina had just shown that under pressure, she forgot the most basic safety protocols. The fact that this happened twice in the finals made it the most unforgivable mistake in Hell's Kitchen history. Gordon could forgive a burnt steak. He could forgive an overcooked risotto, but he couldn't forgive a chef who endangered others through carelessness. Christina went on to win season 4, but this moment reminded everyone that even the best chefs can make mistakes that cross the line. We are committed to releasing 2 videos a week. Like, share, subscribe for more Hot Plate Banter.